been a couple of months since I stepped out on that stage and spoke in a pretty weird accent with my cheeks all red and all nervous, shaking hands. I've had those 2 months to reflect on the biggest things that stood out to me in the process, in the journey, in the execution of it. And the biggest thing that stands out to me, guys, is failure. I think too often we try to come across as this perfect being. We try to be perfect. We had to try to create this perfect roadmap of where we want to be. And if it isn't spot on, then we don't even step out our door and start. And I think that's the first mistake. We need to learn, we need to try, we need to, trial and error as it's taught in skill. We need to get out there, we need to figure it out, we need to get our hands mucky, we need to get a bit of sweat on our forehead and just keep going. We need to trip up, we need to fuck up every now and again. We need to bounce from failure to failure. And that's been the biggest thing for me in reflection, to talking to the next generation, right? In the youth TEDx event. It was failure. And I think to the younger generation and the stresses placed on them and on my generation and the older generation. And now people are trying to be this esoteric, perfect, heaven-like figure. And it's not the case. You're trying to make a perfect cover for the book without writing the pages within it. People are interesting because of the stories and the layers within them, not because of their shell. We all know that superficial and deep conversation, right? That argument of, you've got to have some sort of personality as well as the looks, whatever it is. But we need some layers within there. And that's the biggest thing that stood out to me is we're expecting perfection. But that's not how we get there. We get there by being imperfect. We get to progress by being imperfect, by fucking up, by failing, by tripping up, by falling down, by making a mistake, by changing, by growing. And let's be honest, sometimes you got to end up killing parts of yourself, hating parts of yourself. And that is a strong word, but it's necessary sometimes. You got to have those hard conversations with yourself. Look yourself in the eyes, in the mirror, and get sick of yourself. You're going to make the same mistake again, Alex. You're going to make the same goddamn mistake again. Pull your fucking socks up, lad. Who do you want to be? An 80-year-old lad that makes the same mistake time and time and time and time again and just has a bucket full of excuses. No one wants to listen to him. Or you're going to get the fuck up. You're going to learn from it. You're going to take some humility. You're going to swallow that humble pie. And you're going to be like, okay, I fucked up. I failed. I treated somebody not as good as I should have done. Or I went for a free kick and it missed. How am I going to learn from this? I went for a job and I didn't get it. How am I going to learn from this? How can I take the responsibility on myself, the accountability for myself, so then I can grow and become better? How are we able to do that? Just bounce from failure to failure. Keep bouncing. Fall down 7 times, get up 8, right? Success is going from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. Just keep going. Keep striving. Keep pushing. Keep growing. Keep evolution. Evolving. That's what it is. That's all it is. And in reflection on the past couple months, that's the biggest thing that stood out for me. I didn't really speak about me standing on a stage and talking. And to be honest, it makes me feel a little bit weird speaking about it now. But the biggest thing that I took away from it is being able to bounce from failure to failure. And I would hope you guys can learn from my mistakes and maybe my successes too. So then you can have a little bit of a dose of yourselves. The only reason why anybody gets anywhere is just resilience. Just keep going. I'm going to leave you with the last part of the speech. And it goes something like keep your head in the stars and your eyes on your feet. Because a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. But we got to walk every day. Team, thank you so much. Hope you're having a great day. Speak to you soon, coach.